So, thinking about something else today. Why not? We live in the South. Why not donate blood or donate um, sperm or donate, bone marrow to these organizations that claim they're going to pay you for your donation? So, you know, anybody that knows and understands the art of war understands that in war you have enemies, you have friends, and you have people that you try to enslave. So, dealing with what we're dealing with in North Carolina, um, North Carolina is a huge state with lots of disorganization and politics because it's so much area that people live in. Even with New York City, New York City is only like 15-20 miles max of all the area of New York City. But in that area, 25-30 million people live there. And North Carolina is different. In North Carolina, we have millions of people that live here too, but it's spread over different cities. Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, Apex, Knightdale. All those are different areas in Raleigh where people stay. And the state has a huge GDP that it expects to roll over. So when you have greedy politicians that live in the state of North Carolina with you, the first thing they're thinking about is making money. They're not thinking about what's good for the public or what's good for, retired police officers or anything like that. These organizations, they want to get people signed up for crimes that they didn't commit. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been an ongoing issue and will be an issue in the future with black people and with freedom. As soon as they have some evidence of yours, whether it's blood or sperm or something like that, if it's a crime that maybe you didn't commit and you're not looking like they want you to look, then they're going to get you for it. And we have to realize this as black people that black people have to be concerned with black people first. Other people aren't going to care about black people like black people care about black people, right? And that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? And now, different people can bring up the arguments like you were raised off of love versus you were raised off of survival. The first lesson of survival was to survive off of peace. If an organism isn't in a peaceful enough environment, then it doesn't survive. It won't thrive. There won't be offspring to have because they'll die off in that environment. The southern states, the Confederate states, North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, Texas, all those southern states, they carry so much land area that they're worried about helping people or bailing out these companies that can never pay their debt versus helping the American people first. And this is an ongoing issue. You know what I'm saying? With the Trump administration, Donald Trump claims that, he wants to help the American people and he's not against the American people first. But mark my words, the people that are voting for Donald Trump and represent Donald Trump do not care about black people. They don't care. It's as simple as that. So when you see people talking about this, and these people that this guy in the car over here, that they stick around to watch black people and blame black people for things, but really they're up to no good themselves. You got to give credit to the politicians that are in office. We don't have any privacy as American citizens when we have to deal with people like this, and we vote people like that for people like this, and nobody does anything about it. So I wanted to share that with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping to give somebody freedom today, the true type of freedom that Jesus talks about, not the type that's blown up by the media. So I hope y'all be blessed and have a nice day. Have a nice afternoon, rather. All right, bye-bye.